twilight, these sisters discuss the paranormal and the unnerving. They are known as the ParaSisters.
What's up, guys? It's Rebecca.
And it's Tristan.
And you are listening and perhaps even watching the ParaSisters.
Yep.
Ooh, we're spooky. I don't know if we're spooky or not. I like to pretend.
I would say we're pretty average, normal.
I like to pretend I'm spooky, but I'm probably not. People are probably like, this person's an idiot.
I like to say that I'm spooky, but I think I come off as creepy.
Oh yeah, you got that
More
like
than spooky.
The creepy vibe. You're like, what's wrong with this person? She's just creeping me out.
Right. It's not even like spooky, it's just creepy.
I knocked my camera over. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm not even gonna edit that. People could just watch my camera falling. I don't care. I don't care.
Why not?
Yeah. Alrighty then. So, before we get started, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, if you guys enjoy what we do, hopefully you're subscribers already, but if you're not, then you should subscribe to us and like us and share us. We're everywhere. I don't know. We got YouTube.
Yes, we are.
We got Instagram. We got Facebook and Twitter, and we have our sweet website that we need people to go and visit.
Yes. That website is badass.
Dude, it's freaking awesome.
Yes, just check us out, because you know what? We're pretty damn cool. Just check us out.
Yeah, I think we're cool, and if you don't agree, well, nobody cares about you.
We don't care.
Joking. That was a joke. Kind of. All right. So
real quick before you start, I have a funny story about our Facebook account.
Yes.
So I like, some of the people on our Facebook account are people that I know here that are my friends, right? Because I don't have a personal Facebook account.
Right.
So, and I usually monitor our Facebook account and share things and post things on there.
Yes.
Well, one of my friends from work posted a thing about vacations. It's a picture, and it says, if you see a yacht, you need a vacation. And she said, I need a vacation, right? And so I commented on her thing, and I was like, you just had a vacation. I was like, I can't wait for my vacation. And she said, she's like, I'm gonna steal yours, in the comment section. And then I wrote, I'm gonna fight you. And
fight you.
Facebook deleted the comment because I was inciting violence. And our Facebook account has a warning on it now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I said I will fight you. And they accused me of inciting violence.
See, this is the problem, is that Facebook has, like, they have filters, but their filters are shit. So they can't look at the whole context of the thing and say, oh, obviously she's joking around. Like, oh god.
Right, but it was just a joke between coworkers who are like friendly with each other, you know?
I honestly didn't know Facebook could do that. So, like,
yeah, they deleted the comment and said I was inciting violence because I said I'm gonna fight you.
No, you're not fighting anyone, Tristan.
Well, I told them that they were wrong, and I disputed it. So,
I mean, now if somebody were to report you for saying that, I guess that'd be one thing. But I don't know. That seems hilarious and weird. Stop.
Isn't that stupid?
Yes. I think Facebook's stupid, but I use it a lot. So.
I think that I don't even know, like at one point it probably had a good use, but now it's kind of just Facebook.
I agree.
Sorry to go off on my little tangent, but I just had to share that story of Facebook abusing me today.
Yeah, that's weird.
And that we have a warning on our account.
I didn't even see that because, of course, I'm friends. This sounds hilarious, but I'm friends with our Facebook, with my own personal Facebook. And I never saw that. That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but if you log into ours, it'll tell you that we've had a warning put on our thing, and they could just deactivate our account.
I'll sue them.
I said I'll fight you.
I will sue them.
Because I said I'll fight you.
Just kidding. I can't sue them, but still, I can be upset. I'll fight you.
I am upset.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I am upset. I'm like, it is. Like, you don't even know the context.
Dude, I have literally been fact-checked like 3 times, and I still to this day think that what I posted was true. So,
right.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Well,
anyway, let's talk about paranormal stuff.
Yes. You guys go on Facebook and...
Shall we?
Maybe if we have a lot of people on Facebook, they won't deactivate our account for saying that you're going to beat someone up.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I would just fight her for my vacation because I need it.
Yeah, that's what's weird. You're not like, I'm going to kill you or kick your ass or stab you or something. You're just like, I'll fight you.
Right. And I was inciting violence.
That's more like an invitation than a threat, really.
Right.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Anywho, I guess we should crack on.
Yes. Off of our little tangent here.
It's been a while since we recorded, so...
It has been a while. Hotel Cecil was the last one we did. That's been, almost 2 weeks now.
I don't even remember, to be honest. Yeah, since I posted it, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I was, like, getting ready, and I was like, it feels weird. Like, I forgot how to put on makeup, and I was like... Because I don't wear makeup every day, so like... I stabbed myself in the eye, like, 4 times. It was great. But we're here.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. We're here.
Sounds super fun.
We're ready. And this is, I think it's a good one. And I'm just going to tell you right now that
I'm excited.
Listen, I'm always hesitant to do foreign naming places. It's just because I don't want to, like, struggle to pronounce things. So, this is Scotland. And while they speak English in Scotland, they have weird names for some things. So, I may, at times, struggle. I did do pronunciation, like, Google pronunciations of some things, but that was a while ago, so we'll see what happens. So, today, we're going to talk about Fyvie Castle. I don't know if you've ever heard of this castle, but... So,
I have not heard of this specific one.
There's a lot of castles, and I'm not going to pretend like I've heard of every castle in Scotland or the UK in general, but I have heard of this one. So Fyvie Castle is a castle in the village of Fyvie, near Turriff in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. Now, I vaguely know where...
I have heard of Aberdeenshire.
I vaguely know where Aberdeenshire is. I don't know where the rest of it is, so we'll see. All right. So, the castle was originally the property of the Lindsays, which was some kind of clan. I don't know. This is an old castle. So, William the Lion held court here in 1214, and I think it was built... obviously in the 1100s at some point, and I think it has been inhabited there since, like, the 800s, maybe? I don't know. Like, the land itself goes really far back, and the castle itself also goes really far back. So, you have William the Lion, 1214, Alexander the Second, 1222, Edward the First of England in 1296, which was during the Wars of Independence, which, Scotland and England have fought a lot of wars together. So, And then Robert.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, I mean it's been terrible. Robert the Bruce was he lived there in like 1308 ish. So, of course, we all know Robert the Bruce was he claimed that he held the title of King of England, which we're not going to
Which he did not, but
we're not going to get into my own personal beliefs on the terrible things that England has done to Scotland, but anywho, so Margaret Keith, and I put these facts in here just because they're interesting history facts, but I don't know really who most of these people are, but especially this person, Margaret Keith.
I like interesting history, though.
Yeah, exactly. So Margaret Keith was the wife of the Earl of Crawford, so I'm assuming she was the Countess, even though it doesn't say that she was, which is weird. But and she was actually besieged by her own nephew in this castle. And
really,
as far as I know, she was fine because I read some history about her, and she goes on to, and she dies like somewhere else. So it's not like she died here, but I thought it was crazy because who doesn't love a good siege? Honestly.
I love a good siege. I do.
Yeah, I do.
I love reading about sieges.
I do too. I love castles.
I want to do a siege.
Yes. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool, right? I'm not even sure which side I'd want to be on, but...
Me neither. Maybe both at one point.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get a castle through a siege and defend a castle through a siege.
Yes. Yes. This sounds fantastic.
Totes. So, in 1402, the property passes to the Prestons. And in 1433 or thereabouts, the Meldrums. Then the Seaton Earls of Dunfermline. In 1596. The first of whom, Sir Alexander, which is the son of George Seaton, who's the 5th Lord Seaton. Again, I don't know who any of these people are, but, you know. Oh, he was the Chancellor of Scotland. if I had turned the page, we would know that. So the Marquis.
I don't know who these people are. Oh, wait a second.
It says right here. Let me just. The Marquis of Montrose occupied the castle in 1644, and in the 1650s, it was held by a Cromwellian force, which, of course, that's the Cromwell was a huge general for England.
Yes.
So this out a lot of people live in this castle, and I'm assuming a lot of trauma has happened in this castle. And so we're gonna
tragedy, death, trauma.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some specifics in just a little bit. So Fyvie Castle is one of the largest and most magnificent castles in all of Scotland. Now, whose opinion this is, I'm not sure, but it is beautiful. So, it's still standing and it's in excellent repair. It's not like, one of those rundown castles that you're gonna, it's not ruins. So it can.
Although you did have a castle that was run down, I'll take it.
Dude, I want to live in a castle so bad. I don't even care.
Too.
I don't care what happened there. I don't care. I just want to have a castle. Be the queen I'm meant to be.
Yes.
So it consists of a massive tower house that is 4 stories. It has an attic, which has very long wings, which I'm assuming are the size of the house, or the tower house. It's adorned with bartizans, which I wasn't really sure what this is, so I did Google it. And it's funny because I did this research so long ago, I don't remember what they are. Bartizans. I'll put a picture. Hopefully I'll remember. So that we all know.
Okay.
It has conical roofs, dormer windows, and carved... Sorry, I almost choked on my spit. Carved finials and cornice-stepped gables. So it
sounds fancy.
It is very fancy. It's very fancy. So it was defended... I think that's a weird word. It's bordered by the river Ethan. See, this is one of those ones I had looked up to pronounce and I can't remember. It's Ythan, but, you know, Scots Gaelic is very strange how they say their letters.
It is. I agree.
Yeah. And, you know, over the centuries, it was developed from a stronghold. You know, this was meant to be a place that you could take shelter and be besieged and be fine, into a comfortable
Right.
and striking and just gorgeous residence where, you know, you don't have to fight anymore, so you just can luxuriate in your luxury. If that's
So at first it was like Helm's Deep.
Yes. And then it turned somehow into like, I'm trying to think of another Lord of the Rings reference. I don't know. Someplace nice in Lord of the Rings. Yeah. The Shire, perhaps. I don't know.
The White City, maybe?
I mean, yeah, even though, the White City is pretty defensive. Is that a word? I don't know.
It is. But it's also extremely beautiful and it has a lot of luxury in it.
Dude,
so.
It is gorgeous, and I always liked the idea of how they have tiers. So they have like the bottom and the blah, blah, like, so it's, I don't know.
Actually, a lot of communities actually built tiers, especially in the like Southern America,
right?
Like South America, they have tiered cities like that.
I like that
cool.
idea, honestly. I do.
I do too.
So the castle used to be built around a courtyard, but the north and east side were lost in the 18th century, which saddens me desperately. The vaulted basement has both barrel and groined vaults. I don't know what groined are. I know what barrel. I think that's like the. Again, pictures will probably be involved with it.
Oh, okay.
The wide main.
Yes, I have no idea.
What?
I said, yeah, because I have no idea. Now I'm going to have to watch our own thing.
I know.
Just so I know what the hell you're talking about.
If we were more tech savvy, I could be like flashing pictures up here, but I'm really not. So Andrew's always like, oh, I could just pop pictures into the thing as you're talking. And I'm like, that sounds hard. So, you know. So the wide main turnpike stair is decorated with 22 different coats of arms, which should tell you just in general how many people have lived here. Like, that's a lot. Many of the chambers are paneled in wood and have plaster ceilings with tempera painting, and this is all still intact. It's like lovely. The library is reportedly an atmospheric room. It has red wallpaper, paper, and several hundred books. I can't talk. So, yeah, I'm obsessed with this library. But apparently, in the library, there is a bust on top of one of the bookcases, and well, there's a bunch of busts, but one of them is apparently the death mask of a murderer who was hanged. And if you look at this death mask, I guess you can still see the mark where the rope was on his neck.
Oh.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh, that's awful. Who would do that?
Well, you know.
Who would actually, like...
Is it wrong that I want to see this thing?
No, because I'm totally going to Google this.
Yes! It's funny because I didn't even bother to Google it, so I don't even know if it's true. I didn't fact check my own work. That's terrible. Anyway,
That's okay.
I think it's true, but I'm
going to talk.
To the east, there is a walled garden, which is currently a garden of Scottish cultivated fruits, which I love the idea of. There's evidence for two other walled gardens closer to the castle, to its west and south. The one to the west actually appears on the estate plan of 1768. So that's kind of cool. All right. So there's a couple of things with this castle, and two of them are curses, or I don't know if I'd say curses. Well, one's a curse, but one is like, I don't even know what a premonition. I don't know. So there's a man named Thomas the Rhymer who, if you could guess, he's a rhymer. He's I don't know if he was like a bard or like a what are those called? A minstrel. You know, one of those people. So
maybe it's just a poet. Maybe it's just a poet.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what he is. So he was also called Thomas the True because apparently some of his prophecies actually came true. So it is recorded that he made a prophecy concerning Fyvie and what they call the Weeping Stones. And and this happened around the turn of the 14th century. So I guess the beginning of the 1300s, right? Yes. And this is before some of the other like people took possession. This would be when like the kings and all those people were still like hanging out here. So the story is that the laird who lived here at the time refused Thomas the Rhymer shelter in the castle, and Thomas is said to have prophesied that unless the 3 stones were recovered and the castle... Sorry, I don't know why I said and. It doesn't even say and on my paper. The 3 stones were recovered, the castle and estate would never descend in a direct line for more than 2 generations. Now, I'm going to read what he actually said, and then I'll tell you how crazy the prophecy actually is, because it's true. So, Fyvie, thou's never thrive as long as there's in 3 stones. 3 there's sorry, this is weird Scottish writing, so I'm trying to translate it into like regular English.
Of course.
There's 1 in the oldest tower. There's 1 in the lady's bower. There's 1 in the water gate, which I don't know exactly where that is, but it kind of describes it.
Moat.
Gate, the water gate. So it could be like a moat, or like, I didn't even think of that. It probably is like a moat or like a drawbridge or something. Good thinking, Tristan. And there are 3 stones you never get. So this is what he said originally. So let me see what I have written, because it's so weird. There's 3 stones that apparently were taken from like the local churchyard, and this is all like quote unquote legend. And so this prophecy is basically saying that unless all 3 of the stones are put back in the castle because they were taken away, then it will never directly descend for more than 2 generations. So some say that only 1 of the 2, or only 2 of the stones were found, and then some say 1 was found. And it's kind of weird because the prophecy was actually like fulfilled, because this castle has literally never passed from like father to son and then father to son again. Like it's never ever gone for more than 2 generations.
Really?
Yes. So like they have like financial trouble, or like it's been taken from people, but like it's literally, the prophecy has totally come true, which is weird. So the 1 stone...
Wow.
The 1 stone that they know of actually is in the charter room, where if you go and visit the castle, you can see it on display. Another is reported to
Put
be...
it back!
Well, so they all need to be together in the castle. So the other is reported to be in the foundation. When it was being built, someone put it in the foundation. I don't know where the 3rd one is. I don't think that people know where the 3rd stone is. So, but these stones are very weird because apparently they quote unquote weep. But so when it's like wet outside or dry outside, the stone will be the opposite. So if it's dry, the one stones will be wet, and they'll look like there's water coming out of it. That's why they're calling it.
Odd.
Yeah, it's really strange. And
is this a documented phenomenon?
I don't know how documented it is. A lot of people have claimed to see this, but I don't know if it's like Fatima, the legend of Fatima.
Yeah, people claim to see Jesus on a tortilla, so
toast. Yeah, exactly.
Toast, tortilla, all kinds of stuff.
So maybe
and then you have the weeping Mary too. So,
yeah, yes, exactly. So some people do say that the stones only weep or ooze water when tragedy is about to strike the owners of the castle. Which
I don't like that.
Holy mother of... That was so loud. What was that? What is it?
I'm sorry.
What is it? It's freaking me.
We are... No, listen, we're rolling change, and Jordan just dropped a ton of change on the floor. Actually, the cat knocked it over. Some change lid. A lid with change in it.
Oh my God, it's so loud. It sounded like glass shattering all over the place.
No, it was just a ton of change.
That's hilarious.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, they're cool. They're fine.
Just shit going.
It happens. So, Fyvie Castle has, like I said, there's 2 legends, and so the second one also has to do with the charter room, which I think is weird because that's where the one stone they know of for sure is. So, below the charter room, apparently, is a secret chamber that legend says should never be opened for fear of a curse on the laird. So, apparently, opening this chamber will mean death for the laird and blindness for his wife. And so there is some evidence that 2 different lairds apparently ignored this warning and opened the door. Both died, and one wife went blind, and the second wife ended up having problems with her eyesight for the rest of her life.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know where this curse would have come from, but this is a thing. Like, they're like, don't open this door.
And
I don't even know.
Why? Like, what is in this room?
That's the thing. I don't know what's in there. Nobody knows what's in there.
Now, here's my question. There's no longer currently a laird of this castle, right?
No. I think that, like, the National Trust of Scotland owns the castle now. They should open it. I wonder if they have
opened the damn room and see what's going on.
I wonder
if they need to open this room.
I wonder if they have opened it. Interesting. All right.
I don't know.
So now we're going to talk about the spooky.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody to die mysteriously.
Yeah, is it the person that opens it that dies? Or is it like, I don't know.
Well, the curse says the laird will die and his wife will become blind. But considering there is no current laird of this castle,
right?
I think we should open it and see what the hell's
too.
going on in this room, because I want to know what's in this room.
I do too.
Is it like a Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets type thing?
Oh shit! We got a basilisk in there.
That would be scary as shit.
I'm a Harry Potter nerd. Okay.
No, I know what's in the chamber on Harry Potter.
No, I know. I'm just like.
But I'm what you posted that thing. I'm like I have not read the book, so I'm what am I now?
I think you're a mudblood.
I think I'm a mudblood too.
Yeah. So
I'm not Muggle born or pureblood.
So of course I'm a pureblood, of course, but I had to admit that I might slightly be a Death Eater. Just ever so slightly.
I saw that on there.
It's sad. hear talking and whispering.
It's okay.
All right.
I also heard the whispering. Maybe it's this chamber talking to you.
It's Nessie. That'd be fucking crazy, man. It's like whispering out of there.
Same thing.
I would love that, actually. I'm weird. Okay.
It's so funny we're doing a thing on and Nessie is talking to you.
Oh gosh. Should do a Nessie episode. All right. So now
We should do a Nessie episode.
I love Loch Ness Monster. I feel like it's very interesting. And I love Scotland, so there you go.
And we'll do a sassy episode too.
Dude, you have no idea how close this case was to being about Sasquatch. Because I'm like, we haven't done it, which is weird.
I like it.
But I'm like...
I know. I think we need to do more cryptids anyway.
I do too, because there is a lot out there, and it's all interesting, so...
There is.
I'm glad we're talking so much, because my thing is actually rather short, so...
No, that's okay. I just figured that we would engage our listeners, instead of just...
Talk and talk and talk.
Giving them the facts and you swallow them. That's it.
Take it! You like it, and you shut up. Okay. Anywho. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the little creepsters of Fyvie Castle. So, first of all, you have the Grey Lady of Fyvie Castle. I feel like most castles have a lady in a color of some sort. So you have the Green Lady at, I think it's Stirling Castle or Edinburgh Castle maybe. And then you have, the Grey Lady here. And it's weird. So the Grey Lady is alleged to be the specter of a lady starved to death here. So the lady is thought to be the ghost of Lady Meldrum, who died sometime in the 13th century. And this is strange, but apparently, some say, she requested to be buried in the walls of a secret room in the Meldrum Tower. Dude, hold on. I feel like I'm missing something. Just give me a second. Oh, that's weird, because I named all the people that had lived in this castle, but for some reason I didn't have in there that all of these people, all the different families, built onto the castle and then named their part of the castle after their family. So you have, like, the Meldrum Tower, and you'll have, like, the Seton Tower, and you'll have, like, it's very strange. I don't know how many towers this thing had at some point, but it must have been a lot. I don't know why I forgot to put that in.
Anyway. I like it, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So, she wanted to be buried in the secret room of the tower that her family built. And the ghost is apparently said to have been the most active in the 20s and the 30s, 19s, when they were renovating the tower and they found a skeleton. And so what do you do with a skeleton? Well, you bury it, right? But apparently...
I would.
Apparently, this ghost did not like this at all. And this is when she kind of ramped up her craziness. People would see her walking down the halls. People would hear her, like, cry, like, weeping and crying. And this went on for, 10 or more years until somebody decided to retrieve the skeleton and put it back in the walls. So
yeah, honestly, if I found a skeleton in the wall, unless it was some kind of murder, I think I would just put it back.
Yeah, I probably would too, honestly.
You just don't mess with it. Honestly, if I found a skeleton anywhere, I would just leave it where the hell is.
Yeah, I probably would too. I'd be like, let's just put the dirt back, please.
Just cover that back.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Just cover that back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
I just think it's crazy that, it was like really like she was, appearing to everybody and she's really upset. And then they go, I'm not even sure if how true this is, because I think it's insane that they're going to remove the skeleton and then, 10 years later, maybe they go and dig it up out of the graveyard and put it back in the walls. Is this legal? I don't even know.
Well, in the 30s, it could have been.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this was a while ago, so.
Like, it was a different time, yeah.
Yes.
Their ways of keeping the dead were extremely different from what they are now.
That's true. So I think after this happened, Lady Meldrum was happier, but she is still reportedly seen pretty much all over the castle. But mostly in her tower, where she lives, apparently.
I like it. Forevermore.
Forever. All right, so now we have the Green Lady, and her story is extremely interesting. Extremely. So, the Green Lady is thought to be Dame Lillis Drummond, the wife of Sir Alexander Seton, who was, remember, the Chancellor of Scotland, I think. And they're married.
That guy we don't know.
Yeah, the one guy. I have no idea who this guy is. Oh, wait, he's the Chancellor. So apparently they're married and they have 5 children together. Now, the problem is none of these children are male. And of course, back in this time, you wanted a male child to inherit your land, your money, because girls couldn't. And that's just the way it was. But,
stupid.
Well, I mean, when you have the whole religious sect saying that women are property, it's, of course a woman who is property couldn't inherit property. That would be ridiculous.
Right.
So
what was I thinking? Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm glad I could put you back in your place there. The place.
You know what? I'm just saying that if women were able to inherit property, this would not have gone on for so damn long. I'm just saying.
No, that's probably true. I think a lot of stuff could have been fixed a long time ago. So
I agree.
So Sir Alexander, he pretty much gets fed up. He doesn't want to have any more girls. He wants to have boys. So in his longing for a son, he turns his attentions towards his wife's cousin, Giselle Leslie. Of course, this breaks Lillis's heart. Like, she is heartbroken, and she actually leaves the castle. She goes to her home in Fife, and she actually becomes ill and dies shortly after this. So this is where it gets a little bit creepy, because apparently she dies. Alexander marries her cousin, which I'm like, what kind of dick is this guy, really? But he marries her cousin Giselle, and on the night that Alexander and Giselle get married, they're in their bedroom in the castle, and apparently they started hearing heavy sighs and moans coming from outside of their window. Which doesn't seem, maybe that's not creepy, maybe it's the wind, right? Let's consider, though, that in a castle in the 1300s or the 1200s, most likely it's up high, obviously. Your bedrooms are all above.
Like one of the topper floors, yeah.
Right. And so, they go about their wedding business, and because, I think they chalked it up to it being the wind. But apparently, in the morning time, Alexander opens the window, and behold, what does he see on the ledge of the window? It's Lillis's initial name carved into the windowsill. I'm not even joking. Right, he sees the name. It says D. Lillis Drummond, and it's carved into the windowsill. And we're talking, it's up in the air. It's not like someone standing out there carving this in there. And the best part is, I mean, and this is stone, by the way. This is not a wood windowsill. This is stone. And the best part is that you can go there and see it still carved into the windowsill to this day.
I freaking love this lady, man.
And she's like, fuck with me, man. We're gonna see what's up. And
exactly.
I really want to go and see this. I would go there just to see this person's name carved into the windowsill.
Yes, I'm there, and I want to go there just to see. I don't want to see this stone, this weeping stone.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I have my doubts.
I also have my doubts. I you know, I mean, I can only say what other people have said. I'm not an expert on Fyvie Castle, but,
right?
You know, it is what it is. So it's said that to this very day, Lilith's castle, her spirit roams the corridors of the castle, bemoaning the betrayal of her husband, and apparently if you just happen to be in the right spot, you can smell the scent of rose petals in her wake. And this apparently was her scent. This is what she wore when she was alive. And so it's also said that some have seen the lady. And if you see the lady, you do not want to see this lady because apparently you may experience an ill fate, possibly even death. So she ain't happy.
What?
She's not happy, Tristan.
I don't want to go here anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That might be taking it a little far. I still want to go here. I might just keep my eyes like this the whole time.
Well, this is what we'll do. We'll go there, we'll get a ladder, we'll look at the windowsill, and we'll leave.
Yeah, I'm not probably going to stay the night there because I'm not going to see this woman and then die. Like, that's not really in the cards for me. So
right. I'm not feeling that.
No, that's not for me. Okay, and then we have one.
Me neither.
No. So I have one last. Like, this thing is very haunted. This is apparently one of the more haunted castles, but there are 3 specific stories, and this is the third one. And this is the Phantom Trumpeter. So apparently, the sounds of a trumpet being played can be heard throughout the castle. I don't know when, I don't know if it's just random, but if you're in the castle, you might hear this trumpet sound. And this is actually believed to be the ghost of Andrew Lammy, who died of a broken heart after finding out about the death of his beloved Agnes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very sad. I don't know how someone dies of a broken heart, but
That is sad.
I mean, I guess, you know.
Okay, so this is what I find for a broken heart. Okay, so people are, you know, they get depression. Depression makes you not want to eat, and then you can become ill.
That's true.
So I'm thinking I think that's like when everybody says that they died of a broken heart, I think that's really what it is.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess. You got
That's
depressed.
all I'm saying.
You got depressed, you lost your will to live. You're like, fuck it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Andrew is also said to appear dressed in rich tartan near the castle wall. And on several occasions, the figure of a man has been seen only to disappear when approached. And people think that this is Andrew.
Ooh.
And
I like it.
I can't believe how short that was. I thought it was longer. That's weird. Whatever.
Short and sweet, man. I like this castle.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
gonna look
awesome.
it up.
So, like I said, apparently there's several other ghosts that roam the castle. There's reports of mysterious sounds, like things dropping. There are footsteps. You may see a misty apparition. I literally spelled the word apparition. And then I said apparition.
Apparitions.
What's worse is
Misty
that
apparitions.
What's worse is that, yeah, I misspelled it. You can see on my paper, I misspelled it. And then I said it out loud. Oh, shit. I don't know what's worse.
Don't you have autocorrect?
No, because I use just the
Wasn't it underline and wriggly lines?
No, I just use Notepad, and Notepad doesn't have the autocorrect.
Oh, okay.
Which I maybe shouldn't use Notepad, apparently, since I'm saying apparitions. You might say misty apparitions, and pretty much, I think, anything that has been attributed to a haunting has been experienced in this castle. Like this castle is, it's very haunted. Very haunted.
Well, and you know what? I had a question. I wonder if, did you get into like the back history, like by, like who occupied the land in like 800?
So
From like 800?
did read about it. Of course, I didn't put it in my thing, but I'm fairly certain it was Druids.
That's what I was wondering, if it was Druids, because they're like a lot of places that the Druids inhabited has been linked with a lot of paranormal activity.
That is true. I've actually
and I'm not
heard that too.
Yeah, like, and I don't know, I'm not an expert on Druids, and I don't know exactly what they did, but I think that they like opened things that they should not have opened, honestly.
Yeah, and I think they actually did it on purpose too at some points, because they, Druids were pagans and they believed very, very differently than we believe now. So they,
exactly, yes.
They practiced things that were maybe not meant to be practiced, and like
on the up and up, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, they were doing things that maybe they shouldn't have been doing, and they probably...
I think so. I mean, I'm not an expert, but...
They probably... Well, I mean, I think Druids are pretty famous for sacrifices, weird rituals. Like, now that being said, I'm fairly obsessed with Druids, and I'm sad I don't know more about them also, but, like... Obsessed. I actually sometimes wish I was a Druid.
I know. I mean, besides being a believer in Christ, I don't know that you couldn't be a Druid nowadays.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go.
You can be whatever you want nowadays.
I identify as a Druid, please. My pronouns are...
I identify as a dragon.
My pronouns are mistress. Oh, that sounds dominatrix.
You can just call me Dragon.
My name's Dragon. That's my pronoun and my name, okay?
Stepbrother. You have to call me Dragon. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. Oh shit. Alright, Dragon.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I've lost it.
Yeah, well, Oh god, okay.
Goodness gracious.
It's gonna be like 5 minutes of us just laughing hysterically at the end.
Right. Don't even cut it out. Don't even just...
No, I'm not going to. You know me, the least editing...
I don't feel like we have a lot of editing in this video.
No,
I know.
Yes, I'm super glad about that. I'm just going to add pictures and probably that's it. This was a short video anyway.
Sounds okay to me.
Fyvie Castle, it's weird because it's so old, it has so much history, but there's not a lot of documented history about it. It's very strange.
You know what, though? I find that the older something is, the less documented history it has. Unless it's something that's extremely prominent, like the Tower of London or Buckingham Palace, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's not... like, Fyvie Castle is not something... Like, it might be very prestigious in Scotland.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I don't see it... Like, because I'm... Not because not not just because I've never heard of it, but I'm very well versed in things that are haunted in the world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's not something that's like hugely popular, it doesn't seem like. So it's not going to have a lot of documented history. I mean, besides what you have, like, you know, kings have lived here, you know,
Right.
and
I
stuff,
mean,
you know, something that would make it prominent in history.
right. I mean, if Robert the Bruce really stayed here, which I'm sure he did, that's, you know, that's a pretty big thing to boast, I think. You know, the Scots love their Robert.
Right.
They love him.
I don't know. I'm not going to say he's my favorite figure in history, but
No. No. I mean,
what do I know? I'm Scottish, so.
you know, I've always felt really bad for the Scots. I feel like,
I have too.
I feel like, and this is weird coming from me because I am like a huge Anglophile. I love England. I love the UK. But the English are very. I'm trying to think of the right word here.
They're kind of dickish.
Yeah. So they want to own everything, and if you don't agree with them, well, right. You know.
You know what? And that's
like
so funny. Like that's I was thinking about this because they fought so hard to get Scotland. You know what I mean? For it to become part of the UK.
Yeah.
But I'm like, one little war with us, and they're like, all right, you guys just have it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's surprising how easily they kind of gave up on America. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a lot. I mean, it was a lot harder, you know, because they had to come across the ocean, and they didn't have supply.
Which is true.
It's a lot easier.
And they're just like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with this.
Right, because then I think of like India. You know, England has had a huge presence in India for years, like centuries. You know, a century.
Right.
You know, quite a while, and obviously it was easy.
No,
because,
centuries, like 200, 300 years.
Yeah, but obviously it was easy for them there because you're talking about fairly unsophisticated people when they decided to go there and steal all their money and their jewels.
Right. That's
their gold.
True. That's true.
It makes me sad.
I don't know. I think that though, like part of like the reason why we won against them is because we wanted freedom so badly.
Oh yeah, it's the American
like our ancestors
spirit.
Wanted freedom so badly. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot fight against the American spirit. Why. America.
You can't.
It's America.
I heard Sassy in the background.
Yeah, so
we're not Sassy Nessie.
Have you seen that movie? What's that called? Team America Strikes Back. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. So it's I believe that it's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. And of course they do South Park, but there's a song in there, and it's like, America, fuck yeah, come and save the motherfucking day, yeah. It's like so funny. And it's like, I don't even know. There's like, it's such a funny song, and he's like singing all these things like McDonald's, and he's like books. I don't even know, it's so funny. Oh gosh.
Oh goodness gracious.
You'll have to watch it maybe if you can.
So I want to go to Fyvie Castle, but I want to go outside. I just want to stay outside. I don't want to go inside. I don't like the whole ill-fated sighting of the Lady in Green because I honestly don't want any ill fate. So
I want to go here, and I'm afraid to go here. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm on the fence.
So now I have to go with you.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there has to be some way, like, maybe we'll ask her to not, like, doom us to death or something. I don't know.
Right. I mean, I guess we could. I I don't know, or maybe she only shows herself to people who are ill-fated.
Right, maybe it's not like, oh, if you see her, then you're ill-fated. Maybe you're already ill-fated and you happen to see this specter.
Maybe she's a harbinger of ill fate.
Right.
Meaning that if you see her, something is going to happen that's bad.
Exactly.
Not necessarily she causes the bad thing to happen.
That's a good point. Well, I guess I'm done.
I don't know.
Dude, I always feel like when I finish, I'm like, God, that was so lame. Just my it's just so lame.
I thought it was really good. You gotta be proud of the work you put in, Becca.
I'm really down on myself. Well, I had extra time. I probably should have done a little bit more research.
I know, and I'm sorry it was my fault, and I'm sorry
Dude.
you guys, that this one is coming so late. I've had a lot of stuff going on the last couple weeks.
Tristan's going on vacay, so she's got to get it ready.
Yes, I do.
Dude, Nessie handed me this. He didn't really know what we were talking about, but he heard me say, like, mistress and how I was laughing about dragon. And then he handed this thing to me and it says Mistress Dragon on it. And I was like...
I like it. I shall be henceforth known as Mistress Dragon.
I don't know why that reminds me. Like, it's so funny. We've been laughing about it a lot lately, but on Frasier, I don't know if you've ever watched Frasier, but
I have, but not the whole thing.
So he's a psychiatrist, and then, like, in the later years, he goes into private practice, and he is, like, he just started. It's, like, his first day, and this lady comes in, and she's, like, they're talking, she's like, you're really familiar to me, and he's like, oh, I think he even says, like, I have a radio show, and she's like, they're talking, and she's like, did you date a woman named, I can't remember her name, and he's like, I did briefly, yes. And she's like, that's my sister, and then they're talking some more, and she just, like, starts laughing, and he's like, what's going on, basically, and she's like, oh, I'm just thinking of this one time that you were in bed with my sister and you called her m'lady. And then it's like, she's like, oh, she told my mom and everybody, and we're, like, calling each other m'lady, and she's like, now my aunt has a cat named m'lady. I'm just like, I don't know why I thought of that, but I've been
That's hilarious.
I've been hearing m'lady a lot lately, and that keeps popping in my mind. So, m'lady.
That's hilarious.
M'lady.
I like it.
Anywho, I guess we're gonna jump off here. We're gonna jump off.
All right.
Yes. I think you should do the talking, because I can't remember anything.
Okay, I can do the talking. If you guys like what you've heard here or have watched today, if you guys like our content, please like, share, and subscribe, as always. You can catch us anywhere you can find podcasts. Check out our website. The link is always down below in the description. Check out my Etsy store. You guys check out our social media pages. Always just, like us. We're pretty cool.
Yeah, and Halloween is fast approaching.
And yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have a ton of masks that I want to sell.
That's right.
And every one of them is hand painted.
That's right.
And they came out of my imagination. Also, you guys, if you have any experiences with the paranormal, if you have any personal stories that you want to tell us, please let us know. If you have a place that you think that would be great for us to look into, let us know. We're always open to those kind of things. You guys can reach us out. You guys can reach out to us on any of our social media platforms or even YouTube. And we will get to you when we can. Sometimes we don't always check, but both of us have full-time jobs and we're always extremely busy.
Seriously, we are dying to hear
just let us know
some fan stories. Like, I want to come on here and just tell a story that someone sent us. I don't even care if it's, well, I care if it's true. Like, don't deliberately make shit up, because I don't like that. But, like, even
right,
if,
but if you guys have had a personal experience, let us know.
yeah, even if it's not believable, but
Like,
you
we wanna
say it
know.
happened, we want to know about it.
Yeah, because you know what? 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to believe you because each of us have experienced our own personal experiences with the paranormal. It is something that we're extremely passionate about, and we really, really want to hear your guys' tales.
True.
And I would love to do an episode. I would love to do an episode with your guys' experiences, just telling your stories.
That's right. So
It'd be great.
do it. All right.
Do it.
I guess we're done. We're done. We're done.
Yes, we are.
Follow us, like
We're
us,
done.
share us, give us money, whatever you want to do. All right. Just always soliciting money. Maybe people don't want to listen to people soliciting money from them. I don't know, but
People solicit money all the time.
what I mean to say is that we don't want to work our regular jobs. We want to do this, so we need money.
Yes, but I would love to do this full time. This would be great.
That would be awesome. So think about it, mull it over, and I guess we'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Yes, and you all stay creepy.
Peace.